Greetings and welcome back to Factorio. I'm KatherineOfSky and I've got a surprise for you. So, it's not just that this rail station has been removed. So I decided I wanted to go with a 181 train configuration because it's going to be a little bit more efficient, I think, in the long run for us. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Oh, see, look at this. I'm already getting distracted. Naughty, naughty. Anyway, but let's get these so we can get yellow science going. And I don't know if we have blue, but let's also get some modules started as well. Let's get lasers and kind of everything that we want. Okay, so there we go. Anyway, I have updated my Factorio Framework System book. The entire thing has been updated, especially with great focus on rails. Lots of rail blueprints. I even added large outposts in here, so we have all of these 1,000 science per minute outposts, which are modular. You literally bring raw ingredients in, like either oil or just ore, and it's got all the smelting, it's got everything in there. I think it's everything. Anyway, it's a lot. I've got labs, I've got circuits, rockets, and I've got all these fancy other ones. Blue circuits, candy cane, red circuits, that one's beautiful to watch. Massive smelting columns, several of those. I got a oil processing, and a huge green circuit array, which you bring in iron and copper, and you get things done. So those are fun. Anyway, but I also added, and it's in my Rails, not the Rails Quick book, no, bad mouse, the belted rail stations area. So I decided to have this one. I only have it in yellow now because I decided that if you really want to change it to a different belt color, you can use an upgrade planner. It's easier than trying to maintain 3 exact blueprints. I have gone through every single train station and changed the defaults on the building train, so it no longer requests landfill or repair kits or the other thing, cliff explosives. I figure people, if they really want those, they can add them. I never play with any of those. I don't play with biters. I don't play with cliffs. So I just took those out. And also the fueling has been removed. And I figure because a lot of things are, except for the major outposts, the science outposts, I kept the fueling in those, but these, you really don't need to drag fuel to every single station. It's designed to help your building train just go around and not have too many stations to go to. Anyway, we have a 1-4 train station, and this is a 1-8-1 train station with 2 stations. Actually, what I need to do, I need to change the name of this. I'm going to have to update this. No! Because it's 2 stations. It's not just 1 station. Let's see. Mining O for outposts, and then 2. Nope. Here. And I skipped this. Okay. 2 181 stations. All right. So we're going to save that back, and I'm going to have to redo the blueprint file, but it's fine. We'll get it. We have also beacon smelting outposts, all kinds of different outposts here, but we want this 181 station, and this is humongous, as you see from the preview here. Wow, this is big. All right, let me go ahead and let's see how close we can get it to. That seems close enough, honestly. That's good. All right, and this is going to take a tiny bit to fill. Now, we do have this massive balancer. However, we don't have blue belts yet. So what I'm going to do is take this apart and use a 8 balancer instead of a 16 here. We can always replace this later, and it'll be fine. So let's choose, and maybe we only use one of the stations. Also, all of the stations I installed the train waiting condition, the train limit thing, so that it checks how much ore is in the station, and if it doesn't have any ore, then 0 trains are requested. So no trains will come to this stop. So that's another huge improvement I made to all the stations. They all have that now. So rails, that's not in there. Okay, let's see. Belts, we want to do belt balancer red, I guess is okay. Get an 8 to 8. I hope we have enough red stuff. I think we do. If not, we can always come back. Yeah, all right. We're going to have to like skip every other belt here. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, okay, let's just do that for now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete some stuff here. So I think I want, actually what we can do is just go like this Okay, and these, I'm going to clip this part here so it doesn't go to the underground area. The underground goes to the second station, but right now I only want to go to the first station. So that means we want to go to the first belt only. Okay. And we'll have to fix this later, but it'll be fine. Wait, why did that happen? Oh, I know why. Okay, it's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. It will be fine. Okay, working on the first belt again. First belt again. Okay. Alright, there we go. It looks like we're going to have enough of these red belts. So that seems fine. Okay, you go down here. You go here. And at this point, what we can do is we can use our upgrade planner and go from, let's see, red to, blue. No. Blue to red. And blue this to red. And blue that to red. Okay, that is going to be what we want. So let's do that. Get all these redified. Red. And then the ones that are not there, I don't want to even place extra red stuff there. I think I'm going to leave it. Okay, you go there. Now we don't actually have a building train yet, so that's not great, but it's okay. We'll deal. Anyway, we can take these belts up here now and install them here. Hooray. Let's see, we have to take this one out. This one goes there. This one goes there. Sure, why not? Let me grab a corner here. That was a messy corner. I shouldn't have done it that way, but it's okay. Ah, that's right. We only had 7 there, I think. So that's fine. We can delete this part for now. All right, excellent. Now I ended up with a ton of ore in my pocket here, as you can see. So I'm just going to try to evenly distribute it between a couple of chests in each wagon. There we go. Try to take the 2 center ones off of each wagon. Now this was, of course, where the outpost was loading, and I was destroying it. I was actually getting all the stuff out of it and deleting stuff so that we could start afresh here. So let's put all that in. And the last car. Good. Fantastic. Okay. So this is going to be our very first ore outpost. It's looking pretty good so far. I think it looks like stuff is pretty compressed here. We might even need to upgrade some of the... what we can do... Oh, I shouldn't have erased that. Alright. I should have just done this. I should have done a generalized upgrade like this, where these are going to get upgraded when they can. Now, I'm going to ask for belts here for a different color. Let's get these. Let's get 50. And then the same with undergroundies. We want red. We'll ask for like 10 maybe. And splitters, I don't know, 10? We don't really need very many. Okay, and so that should do us. And that's already reprogrammed for this particular thing. Now, what are we going to do now? We probably want to finish off the outpost. We definitely need to finish the rails here. So let's get our bots working on that real quick. All right, want to get all of these into place. We have 6 parking spaces for this outpost. That may be overkill, but you know what? Just decide for your own factory how you want it, how many trains you need, how big the mine is. I mean, maybe you have speed modules running in your miners. I don't know. It depends on how and your mining speed might be up, your mining productivity might be up, so you might be producing a heck of a lot of stuff. I don't know. But just use it the way you see fit. And that is looking very nice indeed. So now what I can do is install a big smelting line. But I actually forgot to make one. I have a lot of smelting in my my blueprints. Actually, I was thinking about making that during the this video. And let me just show you. We have large outposts. So if we look at something like massive smelting 2, this is a belted one, but it is, the only problem is that it is dependent on the, actually, does this one have beacons? This one might have, yeah, this one has a ton of beacons. It is dependent on beacons to run at that speed. This one might be more workable. So I'm thinking about using this one and importing it into our sandbox mode. Actually, let's do that. Let's just do that. Let's get our book and get our massive rail outposts and get massive smelting. Maybe this one. This one might be easier to modify is what I'm thinking. Oh boy, that's big. I can't zoom out any further either. But anyway, if we go through here, we can... oh, this is this one as well. Oh my, that's fun. That's fun. But anyway, I can recalculate and figure out how many are needed. How many smelters per line, because the beacons, obviously if you don't have the exact modules, it's going to underproduce and it's going to look very paltry and we're going to be very sad and all that. So we don't want to have that at all. So I'm going to go and recalculate right now. Okay, all I had to do was look at the Factorio cheat sheet and it gives me a number of 48, and I did check here, and here we actually have 30. So we're not that far off, okay? We just need to increase each side a little bit. Now, what I did is I wanted to see, would this balancer work as a red belt? And oh, it looks like this part doesn't work. But I did mouse over a lot of the other stuff and it did work. So let's see if we can just finagle this one here a little bit. And you don't work, but if we did this and that, that works. Okay, and then you can also do the same thing. Okay, very nice. All right. Any other weirdly long things? But mostly this works. I was really impressed. I was like, ooh, this is pretty good. So this one also needs another one of these. Okay. That's fine, but yeah, it pretty much works. So we didn't even have to change the balancer there. We'll go ahead and downgrade these belts as well to reds because we don't have access to blues yet, as I mentioned. And here, I will also downgrade these to red as well. Now then, we need to remove this entire section here. Let's just put the rail part over there. And we might actually change this entire rail thing because it only doesn't really have good parking here. Let's put this over there. I really wish you could zoom out a little bit further. It seems to be at its limit. So now what I want to do is we're going to get rid of all the beacons because we don't need them at all. Let me go ahead and make a deletion planner here. What do they call these things? Oh God, I can't even look. No, it's embarrassing. Okay, so there we go. Deconstruction planner. Of course, that's what they're called. Silly me. That will enable us to actually see what's going on a little bit better here and be able to edit this more effectively. Now, what I'm going to do is I need to take this piece by piece. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to start at the end and then just take the entire thing and take it here. Okay, so we have the halfway point. Let's see. And that's important because we do need to get these things in the correct area. So there are 14 machines there, and there are 16 here. I don't know why that is. So what's happening here is we have one input belt here, And this is taking our stuff, and that goes, you know, we get stuff in here, we get stuff in here, that outputs to this belt. And what's happening is, the reason we need this crossover belt is because we need the material to go on the other side of the belt. That's important. Wait, how are we doing this? Hold on. These are outputting here, and then they're going, oh no, this is a steel array. Oh no, that's why it's so weird. Okay, never mind, we're using the wrong array. So let me rename that in the blueprint book. Hold on, I have, that's actually for steel. Let me do that. Let me look. Where were we getting this from? Let's see. This was the belted rail stations. No, it was the large outposts, of course. Smelting. So this is the one we were looking at. This is actually steel, not iron and copper. I was like, why are they feeding back into themselves? Hold on here. This is weird. Let's see. Steel would be here. Okay, so let's just add that to the title. Massive steel smelting. All right, that makes more sense. That I was like, why do we have two of the same, but they aren't the same? That's the key. Anyway, this is going to be our smelting array, and that should be a little bit easier to edit. We'll get to the steel eventually, but let's go ahead and go back to the sandbox and put down this other array here. Let's see, that would be here, rails, large outposts, massive smelting. I guess we'll call this smelting 1 instead, or just smelting. And place it down. Okay, yep. Can you excuse me, blueprint book thingy? I don't want to, like, put it on top of stuff. Okay, there we go. All right, we're here. We got it. Yay. Okay, so this thing takes stuff. We have a few train waiting area, and we have this. Now, this has a fairly long... A couple of trains can wait for the loading, and this is an even loading station, which isn't great actually for trains that wait, especially if you have multiple of these arrays. So we might want to change that. But in other news, let us go ahead and convert. Wait, why did these things leave? Dude, come on. I don't know why this happened. Okay, we want to downgrade from blue to red. All the blue to all the red. There we go. All right, let's do that. Let's just get all that going. Hooray. And we'll do this part here. I think we got all of these. Almost. Not quite the whole thing there. All right, that should be better. Wait, why isn't this one working? Dude, what is going on here? So... we still have the number of, still need the number 48 smelters in each line. However, this, I think, this is this very complicated one. I remember Matthias actually sharing this one with me ages ago, I think. This is the one where you have 2 input belts. So you actually are using two belts and getting 2 belts out. So this is really big time stuff. Let's go ahead and remove the beacons. Where's the beacons? Here they are. Okay, let's remove the beacons. We can always add them back in. That's fine. But we need to get these in different ways, I think. So it does look like we have one... Wait, there's a tiny section. 1, 2, 3, 4 big sections and 1 small section. I don't know why that is. We'll probably divide it into 4 equal sections. I think I did this probably based on testing or something, that it wasn't quite outputting the way I wanted it to. So anyway, there we go. We have this, and so we want to edit this. So how are we going to do this? Let's see. I think we should divide it between the first 2 sections. How many are in each section? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And let's X. So first section, second section. So X somewhere here, I guess. We could do like right there. Okay. And then move this somewhere. Okay, that's fine. Now, how do we want to do this? I think what we should do is, let's get the module inserter and remove all the modules. So select entity, this one, and we want to say yes. Remove all those modules. There we go. And you too. Because we don't want any. Actually, what we could do, we could put in level 1 modules. I think that's actually a better idea. Let's put in level 1 modules. That's better. Because I think we want... Oh, you know what? We should probably put in those beacons too. That'll give us a lot better... Let's see. Can we control Z back to this situation? We can. All right, and in this case, what we'll do is we'll change the beacons to have level 1 speed modules. Yeah, I think that will work quite nicely. And we'll use this to just wave our magic wand and do the thing. Yay! All right, cool. Right. So now we can actually call this, save this as like level 1 module set. There we go, save. Alrighty, so now I'm going to control X and look at section 1 and 2 and remove like this kind of way. Try that and see if how that works. If how. Alright, oh, hold on. Let's put that here. I don't know what this is. I dropped a blueprint. How did I do that? I don't even know. What blueprint was this? Oh, that's so weird. Anyway, let me check the calculator again for those numbers. All right, we come up with an answer of 35.6. And that's a really weird number. I put in 60 items per second because that's the belt speed. We have 30 items per second times 2. So that means we need to try and... yeah, get those organized. I'm not actually sure I want to do it this way. Maybe we just do a simpler arrangement than this is. I feel like I should do that. I feel like this is very non-ideal at the moment. Okay, so I think I came up with the build here. It took a little bit of finagling here and very careful studying of the crossovers here, but I did manage to make a crossover with not wasting any of the beacon cells. But one of the things I want to do is make sure that I can supply this with ore and it works. That's a key thing. So let's see if we can just do this. This is, of course, the test environment, so we should be able to have access to infinity chests. There we go. We'll go ahead and put these down and place in here. Let's just do iron ore. Yep, sure. Sounds great. Copy and paste all those there. And that should fill the belt. Now, I'm going to put in also the infinity electrical supply, which is great. Very easy. Works like a treat. We'll get this over here. Sure. Okay, so we're looking for these things to actually work on the ore, and we need to add these guys over here. There we go. Then we have beacons. Okay, so the idea is that, yeah, the ore goes through here, and then we get our iron on this side. Okay, and it is filling up that side of the belt. It looks like it's actually doing too much, using too much ore. It does look like it's compressed. It is compressed, as you can see by these inserters here. But yeah, that's what we got. I think that's going to work. It does. We are having a little bit extra according to the calculator. We need 17.8, but when you divide that by 2, you get 9 on each area. So we have 9 on top, 9 on the bottom. And that's where we have a little bit of extra machines, so we have 18 machines instead of 17.8. Still, it does look like it's an awful lot. An awful lot. So I want to change this area, obviously, and get these little squirrely things where they need to go instead. Because, yeah, this ain't great. We probably don't need this big of a balancer, I'm thinking. If we want to do all of the lines, let's get rid of this, by the way. We don't need any of this. Since we have tested it, it works. That's great. So, what we can do is move this closer to the tracks, for one thing. We can move this entire arrangement to the left and put it like here. Let's put it one away from the track so there's still room for signals. And then we can get several more of these placed. And I don't know how many lanes are in that balancer. It does look like several. So let's see. Let's start with this one. We're already gaining some space on this guy here. So that's good. Okay, and then these, I guess we start from the bottom and then kind of go up. And if we have room, we can go from the other side as well. But this looks like a big, big balancer. You go there. You go here. And we haven't even used half the balancer yet. Wow. This is a big one. Not sure if we need this big of a balancer, but it's okay. We can sort it out. There we go. Okay, I thought I heard some sounds. Okay, let's keep on working this. Alright, there we go. Okay, maybe we only want to use half this balancer, or should we use the entire thing? This is, oh, actually we might want to use the entire thing because this is a very, very, very big train station. We might as well. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll just keep on extending this. We need double this, effectively. We really do. Let's gather these belts here and see if we can actually make this work. It looks like we are one short. Or are we? Let's see. Does this work? Oh my goodness, it's exactly the right height. Look at that. Holy fuzzy cats. Alright, in that case, I'm going to just do this to make it a little bit nicer looking, symmetrical. I think it will look a little bit better. Not that that's important. It is the same functionality, but just because all of the others kind of go in that direction, might as well. So, I think we need to double this arrangement. So let's just copy and paste the entire thing. Do we need all of these roboports? No, that is a definite no. So let's take those out. They are just here for building. Remember, we're not doing any bot-based anything with this. So I'm going to... we need one closer to here to interact with that one there. So let's take this one out. All right, that'll work for now. Let us go ahead and copy all of this entire array and move it over here. Hooray. Okay. Hooray, array. There we are. Yay. Yay! Okay, too much rhyming. I agree. I definitely agree. Way too much of rhyming. Ah. Alright, let's see if I can copy these guys and just bring them along this way. If that will fix the broken ones. It does not, so we'll just do those by hand. That's just fine. So here we go. Boom. Nice. I really like sandbox mode for just the ability to take belts and easily erase them and that kind of thing. It's much, much better. Okay, there we go. It's just fast and you don't have to worry about it. Okay, here we are. Excellent. Wow. All right. That is fantastic. So let's grab 2 at a time belts. Those are pretty useful for our purposes here. All right, very nice. And now we get these gaps to fill in the other gaps. Makes it easy peasy. Alrighty. Boom. Look at this. Oh, that's nice. And it fits within the train track. Weirdly enough. Isn't that crazy? It actually fits. So we have another balancer here, which is interesting. I don't know if we will be able to... should we? The question is, do we send trains here to pick up this without having the train check? I kind of don't think so. I kind of think we should use a regular train station in terms of, you know, checking to see whether there is enough to allow a train to come or not. So let's go ahead and get rid of that's... oh, we got rid of too much. Hold on. I don't want to get rid of the balancer. We want to keep that. We want to get rid of all this stuff. Okay. You can go away. This is interesting. What the heck is this? What? What is that? How did that even get in there? That is really strange. Okay, anyway, we're going to change this section here. All of this is going to go away. That's not needed any longer. And all of this is also going to go away. Okay, we're going to build this differently. I'm going to get out a different train blueprint and copy the conditions I have there. This is our 1-8 train station. Here we go. And this one, as you see, has this kind of like this situation going on here where we are getting many things loaded, but this is loading from one side instead of just this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, I think I'm going to grab this side. I like this for now. And maybe, should we do 2? I don't know. What we want to do here, let's get these. And we're going to, we want to take this off. I need to just delete the entire side, I think. Delete the entire side, because this does not work well. Let's see, did we get enough here? Yeah, we did. We actually got the entire blueprint, which is great. And we need to delete these bits there. Let's just go ahead and delete all this stuff here. Oh, not that much. Hold on. Delete these bits. Alrighty. Good, very good, very good. Okay. And then we grab these. So this is going to be our repeatable pattern here. Eventually we're going to have more and more corners. So let's go ahead and kind of generate those real quickly. So let's copy, we can copy these 3 at a time and do something like this. Yay. And this one will go there. All right, very nice. So then let's get these ones in the gap, and then we fill this gap and this gap. And then here we'll get a few belts in a row. There we are. And here we just need our corners, which we do have corners in the blueprint book. We'll just do this. But sometimes it's just easier to just take your belts and do this kind of a thing like this. Okay, easy peasy, there we go. Now, we need to get rid of this entire side as well, because all of these inserters are wired up, and they're wired to be told to not take stuff out of the boxes. So we need to replace that with the other side here, which is like this side. Okay, and we have some other extraneous stuff there. Oopsies, we should have taken the other box, which I forgot. The other fueling box. Oh, we don't need one. We actually have a fueling box. That's just fine. Okay, great. So let's get rid of these bits. Okay. Having them on 2 sides, like moving that angle or moving the bulk of this down really makes it a lot less crazy, and you get smaller corners and stuff like that. I think it's much more useful in general. Okay, there we go. So let's copy this corner. Corner. Oh, we ran out of room. Oh no. Oh no. I think we're going to have to fix this. We're going to have to move something up or down or something, because that's not great. That ain't gonna fly. It ain't gonna work. No, it ain't. Sad times. Let's go ahead and put these in there as well. And then get the gaps. Boom, and more boom. Yay. Alright, and then these guys gotta go here. Do we have enough space? Oh, we can just move this up. That's easy peasy. No problem. Alright, let's get these across, and then this one is gonna go here. We're going to move this stuff up. Okay. We probably are not going to use all of that. And of course the reason why is that it's, well, our thing looks a bit different than this. Just slightly. Let's take this out and move it up one here. Okay, very good. Very, very good. Okay, so now here, this is going to be most interesting. How do we want to do this? I think what we do is we need to move this up slightly. Probably more than slightly. Let's get rid of the rails. Let's kind of like even it out to where we have stuff. And X this bit. And then move it up. So we'll align it with the rails, and then we're gonna leave plenty of space, right? Because what's happening is we're gonna trim these guys, and so we know where we are ending, where the belt that is getting out of here is. I should have done this before I blueprinted and before I copied all these pieces together. Alright, but it's okay, we'll get it. It'll be fine. And we want to create something that looks fairly okay, I think. So, I think what we do is we start here. We start at the bottom, and then we just go, okay, this one can be here. Now the reason I'm starting at the bottom is because this is not centered according to the other things that we have, according to the furnaces. Oh geez, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh dear. Let's get rid of this and figure out where these corners go, because they certainly do not go there. This one goes here. Okay, and this one goes here. So we'll get rid of that. Okay, and then the next one is going to be here. Okay. And then we go for the next side. But what we need to do is take this side instead, and we're going to copy these bits there and flip them to make this a bit easier. So this one is going to be, is it there? Yeah, it is there. But how low? Okay. Oh, and I lost my place here. Oh dear. Okay. Does that work? Is that the same alignment? Yeah, it is. Sure is. So now we can take this and copy it again. And again, align it where it needs to go. These are all the output belts that we have. And this makes it a lot easier to kind of reach the center. So you go here, and that is actually all we have. That's pretty great. Pretty great indeed. So these go here. And it's a little bit wonky, but that's because it is a bit lopsided, but we can't really change that. Not much anyway. So I'm going to take these things, and we're going to stop kind of there. Alright. Alright, very nice. So you go there, and then we just do corners. We just basically do corners. Ooh, I should do 3 corners at a time. Why not? Boom and boom. Alright. Then you just fill it in, and it's fine. So what did we end up with? A slightly lopsided squid. It's fine. It's okay. So, what we can do is cut down to the highest point here. Okay, and then what we do from there is we can copy a few of these guys, maybe in 3s. And we're going to kind of make them that tall. So anything that's not that tall, we need to just make it taller and go downward. Perfect. Okay. This is the right height here. All right, there we go. So we have even things now. So we're going to, again, Control X, move this up. And then align them. Oh, we need a little bit more space, so that's okay. It's just fine. We'll fix it. We can still use our previous blueprint for these and just add a little bit of belt here, because we don't want to run over our beacons. That would be inconvenient. But what you're doing here with blueprints is basically creating your own tools to make things work better. It does help. Now, what I would like to do, I might want to put in a parking spiral here. And the reason for that is so that trains go in order and so they don't get skipped. I don't like trains getting skipped. That's extremely inconvenient. So let's put this railroad back. And here we definitely need some signals. Apparently we have forgotten all of them. So let's put them in. Just a few, because otherwise it's going to be terrible to get out of this station. All right, so that's fine. That's fine. Yep, it's a regular signal. I was like, what, is that a chain signal? It looked kind of big from here. I think it's the big light mod that is adjusting this for us, which I'm not even knowing about. Anyway, let's go ahead and go to our rail book and get a parking coil. Now, the reason that this is preferable to something like this is because these can let any train go. As in, if you have 3 trains waiting in the shunting yard, then any one of them can go. And I'm not sure what Factorio does to create priority, but it certainly does not go in order of arrival. It is not first in, first out. What we want is first in, first out, which is a parking coil. So I think I'm going to add one of these things. Let's see if it fits here. Not quite. Let's see if we can get this to work. So here we want to do a slight downward, something like this. All right, let's go back to our book. Rails. Parking coil. Yes. Something like this. Oh, we can easily do this one, I think, if we put this here. Now, let's try this. Is this gonna... Yeah, I think it works. I think it actually works. Woo. Woohoo. No. Behave yourself thing. Dude. There we are. Okay. So that can connect to the incoming line, and it's just fine there, I think. So let's get rid of this. Take this downward. And this also adds extra parking space for our trains, of course. There we go. Extra nice. Oh, dear. The the delay time between deleting is very short here, so it's easy to delete more than you are expecting. So let's go ahead and add another signal out there. All right, so the trains do go around. I know it looks like a crazy thing, but it does work, and it's first in, first out, and it allows trains parking spaces as well as the ability to be in line to get their products that they need. Now, we do want to go over this again and change all of the blue belts to red. And finally, woo, get rid of this. That is not needed. The lights are not needed. Maybe we'll keep one light, okay? This needs to probably stretch upward toward here and join with that. We want more roboports, I think. So let's grab one of these thingies. And we are out of touch with our roboports. So sadness. Wait, if we add energy, is that going to wake them all up? Hold on. Let's see. Let's add this here. Okay. We have new problems because this is not connected to that either. Okay, now, this is looking much better. Okay, and then let's check our RoboPort connectivity. This one definitely isn't connected over here, so that's a little bit too... Oh, no, it is. It is there. It is there. Okay, okay, cool, cool. Very nice. All right, so that's those. But this is a little bit too far. Quite a bit too far, actually. So what we can do is put them either outside. Well, we have to put them outside, I think, to connect to the bottom bit. The bottom really isn't super, I don't know, important to connect. All you're looking for here is to have the construction area covered. We do need to do a continuous thing because we don't have enough room above to connect them. Let's do this like here. We don't have enough room in the center to connect them downwards, so we have to connect them through the side. This is going to be just fine if we do this like this, I think. So you can go there, And then these guys need power poles. And you can have a power pole here. All right, very good. Now the other thing we need to add here, let's go back to, oh, dear me. Those are from another build. Whoops. I need to edit this blueprint. Let's go and check that out real quick. Rails, this is this one, I think, or is it this one? Ah, it's this one. You can see them up here, these funny curves. Okay, save. Yeah, take those out. So what we want to do is copy this here. This section, I'm going to shift click it. We don't want station names, create blueprint. And then we're going to add this down here, okay? Which is going to be there. All right, and it's also connected to the chest. The chest gives an input. And this, importantly, is the wrong station. Whoops. I copied the wrong station. Oh no. Wait, did I? Ah, no. Hold on. 1.6K. 25K. I put the wrong one in the first value. It's supposed to be 12.8, I think. All right, so this is 12,800. And that's basically 8 cars loaded with ore. All right, it looks like I need to redo that blueprint. Let's just quickly do that. And the way you can redo this, by the way, is to go to your rails, go to your this thing, find the station we're talking about, which is this one here. And then we're going to do select new contents. So we're going to just copy this, and that's our new contents. And that will hopefully read the correct condition. So there we go. That has worked. No. Oh. Known issues in Factorio prevent mods from seeing or updating blueprints when using select new contents. Oh. If you're using any fake... I don't know what fake illusions are. Aren't all illusions fake? They will likely not be replaced if it's... Okay, well, we'll check it later. We'll check it later. So basically what we want to do is blueprint this from the real world. I think that's what they're saying. Blueprint it from the real world. Anyway, let's change this one. It's going to be 12,800 to have 1 train filled. And we're going to output 1. So each of these is progressively more. So if the amount in the boxes is more than 25K, it's going to have 2 trains waiting. And this one is 38K, which is 3 trains waiting. So what it does is it outputs 1 blue square if it's true, if the condition is true. And each blue square represents a number or 1. And if you add them all together, which you do with red wire, then this thing enables the train limit to be up to 3 trains waiting. And that is, of course, controlled by how much stuff there is in the station. All right, I think this is looking really good. I'm very happy with this, this thing. So let's copy this and land this in the real world. I hope this is wide enough. Sure. Let's go to the real world. Ooh, here we are. Here we are. Oh my goodness, this is a big blueprint. Can I put this? I'm going to put that on my hotbar. I'm going to go to the map mode because this is a massive blueprint. Now, we do have this station here. We could add this here. Now remember, the entrance to this thing is on the right-hand side. Do we want to put it maybe there? Downward facing? I'm not sure. Now the other option we have is maybe we have the ore go in one area and the output go southward toward the bottom of this. I think that's probably the better idea here. And we can have that south rail line. Let's do something like this. So we're going to have the ore connected on top, and then we're going to make a separate rail line for the parts on the bottom. Specifically for this playthrough. I think that's a good idea. So let's go ahead and build this thing. We're kind of running out of time for this episode, but that's okay. We're going to just go over there and build this thing. What we want to do probably is change this intersection here. Let's go ahead and move the radar over there instead, and then change the intersection so it faces the other direction. Hello, thing. We're going to build you soon. So let's just get rid of this. And then these extra lights here, the signals. So quick rails. Oh, no. There we go. Okay, there we are. Boom. Nice. All right, and then we're going to take this up. Let's go to our straight rails. Right there they are. And then we're going to go up and see where we need to connect this. Let's move over to the right, and there we are. There we see our quarry, which is this thing. Let's see, quick rail. You know what? I think I need to delete some of these rails here in order to make the curve. Let's get that curve going on here. I think I need to redo the quick rails also in the blueprint book because I changed the curve so it looks a little bit more natural. So that would be a nice thing to have in here. Okay, very good. All right, and now we start making this huge smelting operations. This is probably going to be one smelting operation, either coal or I mean not coal. Oh geez, we need either coal. Oh my goodness, words. Hello, iron or copper. Iron or copper. One of those two. Yeah, so that's what it's going to be. I guess we could make a half-size one for stone. I don't know if we need that much stone. We might just want to do like a small smelting operation for that. Also, the bots are just totally draining my energy here, but that's going to be kind of a known thing. We are already out of red belts. We might need to go to the mall and add those. Add red belts to the number that is constructed in the mall, because I think they're at a fairly low number. We're actually out of rails as well. Now here we can place some things. So we are placing something, probably some splitters, a few power poles, but not much else. We are really out of stuff, but we are making this thing. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably delete this rail line here and then just have this go onto southern rail lines and have this kind of whole thing completely disconnected. Have the ores completely disconnected from the southern line. Let's go ahead and do this disconnection first. We don't need this curving up at all, and we don't need to place these items. That's the most important thing, is to save a little bit of energy from our bots, because our bots are like, yo, KoS, please don't make us do this, because this is just too much. And then here, we do the same thing. We don't need any of this connected. Let's just walk here. So this section here doesn't need to be connected. And we'll find a way to connect this to a southern area later. So yeah, that's what we got. We have really added a couple of massive outposts here. And that's going to be a project for the next video. So we'll get all that going. I'll probably go to the mall and increase the limits on stuff so that we can get everything ready for the next thing. And I'll also charge up my bots, because that's one of the major things. You know, even better, I could even put down local roboports like we already have over there. We just need them made. I'm pretty sure we have some made by now. And then we can introduce robots, and they can help me with all of the building tasks that I need to do. So anyway, I want to say, if you enjoyed this video, do please click that like button. It just does wonders for the channel if you are able to do that. I really appreciate it. And if you want to become a member of our community, the KoS train crew, please do check out Patreon or YouTube membership, any of those things. Really appreciate your support. You are wonderful. Remember that you are amazing. Everybody is amazing. Everybody has talents and skills and worth in the world. So remember that as you go about your day, and have a good one. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.